Right, I've got my coffee. Let's sit now. I've rotated a little picture here that I'll show you where it is, right? These little boxes here, that's a little fishing box or something. A couple of little bits of other fishing stuff. And then a little fisherman, and that's supposed to be his rod just sticking out there. Just something similar to that. So I'm going to pull that down there and just stick that somewhere. In fact, stick it to one side, but where I can see it. As long as I can see it, it's cool. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint that in there. Now, that's Bontumber, what should wash out quite well. So if you dab that with water and wash that shape out, that should wash back to white. Then you can put some other colours in if you want lighter colours. If you want darker colours, if you're doing them in silhouette, you can just paint them in dark. But I think I'm going to use lighter colours. Because this is cartridge paper, I'm going to do mine with a bit of designer's white gouache and then dry it and then paint the other colours on it. So it'd be the same as if I'd left it out. Some people sketch them in and then paint round them, but I always find when I do that I end up painting them wrong size. If this comes out too small or too big, it's easier for me to just sort of alter it. So let me think, his rod, you know what, I might paint his rod now. Let's put him about there. So let's say his box about there then. So I'll paint his box in, that's about there. So he's sat on that. Then there's another one about there, and there's a bigger one about there. So that's just a bit of, he's bound to have some stuff with him, isn't he? I think I'll have him sort of leaning forward slightly, just as though he's looking at the lake or something. Put him an head on. I'll try and make it look like he's wearing a flat cap. Now what about his legs? His legs be somewhere about up there perhaps, and just imagining where his legs would be. And then maybe his other one's about there, so it's just sticking out that bottom bit there. That's it. Let me get this tiny little brush now. Because I just want to... what were I going to do here? Oh yeah, I want to make it look like... I should have worn my reading glasses. He's wearing a bit of a flat cap. Does that look like that, or does it just look like he's got a funny shaped head? I don't know. Oh yeah, that's what I want to do and all. It's fishing rod. Let's have that. So it's in water. So let's have his little thing there. What's holding it? I could have done that with a darker colour actually, because that's and just take that up. And I don't want that to mix in with that white line. To be fair, I might paint that in dark. So I'll leave that at that. I'll have a little highlight on top on it and most on it in dark. So, and I'll do the same with that stick. I'll do most of that in dark. So now that's that done. Right. Now look, sit back and look. Does he look about the right size? He looks a bit small actually. So I could quite easily, let's do it. Let's make him a bit bigger. Quite easily just make him a little bit bigger. Let's take him right up to there, look. That's the easiest way. So he's up to there. His legs are coming down further and across further. Let's leave his box at the same size. That's it. Pop his head on there. There. So I made him bigger now. Let's reflect him in water. It's quite still water, so it's quite an accurate reflection. There we are. It's on his little box and that. Some little reflections of them boxes there. Sound. Right. I'm quite happy at that. So, now I get me clear dryer. There we are. What's tangled up? There we are. Get that dry. Right. Now then, let's decide what colours you're wearing. I reckon he's got... Where's my little paint tub? See here. I think I've got some bright orange in this little paint tub here. Got one of them. It's a little paint tub. It's got some bright orange in. There, look. I think I'm going to use some of that. So it's like a bright orange cagoule thing. Now, these fishermen like to wear their waterproofs. It's like a bright orange waterproof. So I'll give him that on for his top. His bright orange waterproof there. Oh yeah, that looks good. I'll give him that on. That's it. And then same in that water. There we are. Perfect. Right, what colour am I going to do his boxers? Let's do his boxers like a light creamy colour. So I'll use that orange. Mix it with a bit of yellow. To get a creamy colour. And stick a tiny bit of Bontumber in with it as well to get a creamy colour. If you've got any what's it called? Yellow ochre, that'll do perfect. And I'm going to do a thin coat on it so that white glows through. And I'll do that for his little boxes. That's his little, like it's a little wooden box. It's not dark enough, it's not showing up. It's re-wetted it actually. What I didn't want to happen. Oh well, not to worry, that's that. You know what, let's do his other two green. And I'll go like a really bright green. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll have a nice, let's have a dark green on that one. And then a really bright green on this one. Two green boxes there, that's that. Oh, I forgot to, so they're going to be like that in there. Forgot to colour that one in. I'll wash my brush and put some more on that one. And my reflection is obviously going to be the same. That's that. That's a bit of a fleshy colour, so shall I just do that bottom bit of his head with that? I'm going to put him an hat on. Might put him a bright green hat on. And he's going to need some trousers. Right, let's dry that. Put him some trousers on there. Let's do his trousers in a really dark brown with Bontumber and a bit of Payne's grey in it, so it's really dark. It's virtually black. I was watching this thing on telly the other day, and it was this vicar, and he was talking about internal life, right? And he was saying, like, if you behave yourself and that, you can have this internal life. And he says, he says, internal life, you go to this place and you chill out and that, and then you just live forever. And I was thinking, if that happens, right, do you really want to live till you're 90? Because what I'm thinking, this place, he called it heaven, right? If you go to this place called heaven, right, do you really? Is it full of like old biddies? Because most people live till they're pretty old, don't they? So I'm thinking, is it full of old biddies sort of thing? Because I'm just thinking, if you go to this heaven and live an eternal life, right, are you better off dropping dead at 22, you know what I mean? So you can stop there at 22 and just be 22 forever and that, you know. That's just what I'm thinking. Anyway, That's my fishing rod. That's my handle thing that's holding it, so I'll reflect that in water. I'll just do a bit of a reflection of that in there, about like that. Not go all the way across, because I think this water line's cutting through it. So that's this fishing rod there. That. Oh, I do need a bit of brown for his face in that reflection there. Let's have. I think what I'm going to try and do. Just mix a bit of brown up, and just try and sort of make it look like I can see his arm a little bit or something. A bit sort of darker orangey colour, something like that. A bit of Bontumber in it. I'm trying to mix with a tiny little brush, it's not working very well. Right, something like that. And just stick his arm in there so you can see his arm. And maybe his other arm there look like that. Just something like that. Just so you can see he's got some arms. One's sat on his lap, look, and one's there like that. And then I'll just dampen that brush and just blend that in. So it don't just look like one sort of solid blob, you know what I mean? There, that looks alright, doesn't it? There, so now we've got a little fisherman sat there. His fishing rod don't show up very good. See if I can make that look better. That's his fishing rod's clashing with this water line. Probably put it in a bit low. There, it's because it's clashing with that water line, it's not showing up very good. Is that better? Maybe you can move your one up a bit so it don't clash with the water line. There, something like that. That's the reflection of it. So then maybe I can bring my reflection across there like that, look. Something like that. Looks alright, doesn't it? Oh, that'll do me. Little fisherman popped in there, look. So if you want to stick a little fisherman in your, that's how you do it. It's not looking. I want him a little bit bright. Let's get him a little bit brighter so he stands out a bit more. Just going in with a bit more bright orange. There we are. Just to make him stand out that little bit more. He's not standing out enough for me. The sun's coming in this way. There. You want him to stand out, you see, because you don't want him blending in with your background. You want him to stand out. There. That's better, isn't it? A lot better. It's that tiny little thing that I've just done. Well, I'll tell you what else I ain't done with this. Get some thick black paint. I never signed this. I've only just noticed there's no signature on it. So we'll have a B and a D. Let's pop it there. B. D. Bertie D. In it. See how I put Peter and Paul in? There's Peter. There's Paul flying around in background. Jobs are good and city on beach. In it.